DOGE cuts are forcing sites where recruits take the military entrance exam to close or reduce their hours. On March 6th, it was announced that non-essential travel for DoD civilians would be suspended and that all government travel charge cards for civilians would be limited to $1. This has caused ripple effects to reach all sorts of different areas, but was felt almost immediately by recruiters and those wishing to join the military. We all know that to enlist, you have to take the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, or ASVAB, to see what jobs you qualify for, or if you even qualify. The test can be taken at one of the 65 military entrance processing stations, or MEPs, but as you may have guessed, there is not always a MEPS close by. Here's a map showing where all 65 locations are, and you can see there's just a whole lot of open space. So to make it easier for recruits and their recruiters, military entrance testing sites, or MET sites, are operated out of high schools, federal offices, National Guard armories, reserve centers, and other places like that. These are typically staffed by DoD civilians who oversee the testing and travel from their normal workplace so that multiple people don't have to drive hours. This is what some may consider a more efficient way to operate. But now that DoD civilians can't travel, those sites are shutting down or working under reduced hours, and recruiters are feeling the pain. Recruiters in McAllen, Texas, which has a population of about 150,000 people, are 250 miles away from the MEPS in San Antonio, Texas. Recruiters in Lawton, Oklahoma, where Fort Sill is based, now have to travel 200 miles to the Oklahoma City MEPS instead of driving literal minutes to Fort Sill, where a MET site was established. In the search for efficiency, recruiters there and in dozens of other towns and cities across the United States will have to drive recruits hours away to take a test that takes hours and then drive back, spending an entire day at a MEPS instead of having one or two civilians travel. Fucking genius. Not only are recruiters losing valuable time, something they really don't have, it still costs the government money in gas and mileage on the government vehicles for these recruiters to drive all the way there with all their recruits. Sure, rules can be changed for testing sites, and maybe we can even get the ASVAB to be taken online eventually, but those things aren't happening anytime soon, and honestly, recruiters are left getting fucked over in the meantime. Pretty standard. But hey, efficiency or whatever. To read this full story, go to taskandpurpose.com and follow us right here for more news by and for the military community.